Guys, good to see you all. So, somebody had asked me for a wee science experiment video, and I've had a good think, and using the things in my house, this was something that I could come up with. I will post a list of things that you need at the end, so don't worry that I'm not giving you that at the beginning, it's because I'm working it out as I go along. But the idea of this experiment is it teaches us something about the way that our eyes and our brains are connected in the ways that sometimes the way that our brain processes information isn't as exact as it is in the real world. So we're going to try and make some things appear. Going to start this off by drawing a wee picture. Just draw a big old face. And then in another piece of card that is the same size, that's important, it's the same size, I'm going to draw something else. So, in this picture I've got this lovely big space, the alien's sort of head, and I'm going to think about where that space would be on this piece of card here. The space would sort of be here, and in that space I'm going to try and make some things appear. I'm going to make it look like he's thinking about spaceships and maybe a planet. Yeah, that's supposed to be a planet. And maybe a star. Perfect, so I've got my head and then my stars, and we're going to try and make these guys appear inside his head. Next I'm going to take a pencil. It's not one of my favourite pencils, it's a pencil that I don't mind getting a bit tatty. I'm going to take it, put it on the back of one of the pictures and stick it down really pretty firmly. This is great. I feel like a Blue Peter presenter. This is the most fun I've had in ages. I'm going to do loads of crafty videos. Crafty, sciencey, having a good time. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Right, so I have, with great technical precision, sellotape my pencil to the back of the face. Now, I put my other picture on the back, and I'm going to sellotape all around the edge so they're attached together. So I take my piece of sellotape and I sort of stick it half along and fold it over. The technical bit. So I'm sticking it so it's like half along like that and then folding it over. Right, alien face, planets and spaceships. Alien face, planets and spaceships. Watch closely. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, you'll have to experiment with your own, but what starts to happen is it looks like there's the same picture on both sides, but the planets are in the alien's mind. The reason for this is when our eyes look around a room, they don't actually send all of that information to our brains. It would be too much for our brains to process it. So our brains use information that they know is likely to be true, if they know the place well, or they've seen lots of things like that before, to fill in what those gaps might be and fill in a lot of the fine detail. So that fine detail isn't necessarily coming from your eyes, sometimes it's coming from your brain based on the small amount of information that your eyes are providing. And this is why sometimes you might see the dressing gown on the back of your door and go, oh, it's a person, or see a face in the knots of a tree, because your brain is filling in information from the incomplete idea it's getting from your eyes. Now, this optical illusion was originally designed with a bird cage and a bird, which I didn't do because I thought that was quite boring. I've also seen versions of it that's a fish tank and a fish, but I bet you've got loads of ideas of other things that it could be.